Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to another analysis video. On the agenda tonight, we have Adrian Legg, and Adrian's going to be playing Chicken Lickin's Last Ride. And Adrian, one of the legends of fingerstyle on acoustic, as well as other techniques as well. But let's get Adrian up on screen and see how he gets on. I'm just going to quickly jump in here because Adrian's got so much going on in his playing. It's so unique, his style, and the way that he bars that little finger on that high E string and B string and does bends at the same time, gives it a really unique sound. And it's one of those things that Adrian has. A lot of people can't make that stretch. It's very difficult to do. And Adrian just makes it look like this guitar has got really light strings on, almost like nylon strings, the way that he bends, but they're just standard strings. There's no nylon in sight here. So he's absolutely just got hammers for fingers. The strength that he's got is just insane. To get these bends so accurate all the way through and just make it look so easy. I mean, there's a reason why Adrian was voted 4 years in a row the best acoustic fingerstyle player in Guitar Player magazine. And all you need to do is just watch this to see the amount of technique going on. Also, the way that he blends really melodic playing with quite strict timing in certain sections. We also had that little running bass line going on with that thumb on the right hand just jumping between low E string, D string, A string as well. So all of that thrown in there, but then he'll go off into something that's less strict timing wise with a little bit of a different groove, all of those different techniques coming together so that just when you feel like you're settling into a particular groove and into a particular style, Adrian will just mix it up instantly and then just show you something totally new. He's got so many aces up his sleeve that he can just literally show any at any time. So let's listen to it a little bit more. And there we go. Even that last bit, just that bend with the first finger, is so cool just to throw that in there. It's one of those things that not a lot of people would do in that place. This is why Adrian's so unpredictable. He's got so much technique that you never know what he's going to play, and it's such great little additions he throws in there. Hammer-ons, pull-offs, and they're so quick that you miss them, or you almost miss them. You can see that they're in there, but it's so well put together. Also as a composition, as a journey, as a story when he's playing, by going to those sections that are more strict timing wise. You can start to tap your foot along to. I'm sure a lot of people watching the video will know those sections where we've got that running bass line, something that you can hook into with that groove. It just makes the journey even more interesting. And the fact that those little sections, he's always playing that same melody 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So it's that familiar place. This is what happens with the best players, is they give you almost like a chorus hook or something within the piece that they're going to come back to 2 or 3 times throughout that performance. And it's like visiting a certain place on a journey. It's like going around in a circle, and every time you go around in a circle, you pass that familiar place. And it's a really great way to compose, because Adrian can totally take the journey somewhere else with his technique, with his style, but he'll always come back to something familiar so that you can then make sense of it in your head. And then, of course, at the end, we end the journey where you started. So it's a full circle. It's a really great effect to be able to take someone on a journey and always come back to where you started. And you'll find that a lot of top players do that. They have an intro, and that intro part is then revisited at the end, and that's exactly what we've got here with Adrian. And this is one of those pieces that you can sit down and just watch and marvel at the technical ability, or you can have it running in the background and listen to the melody, listen to the song, and listen to the composition. And it's a winner on both of those. How many times do you see a guitarist who's great to watch technically, but then when you minimize the screen and listen to it, you can't really get into it melodically. You can't get into it as a composition. In 1996 and 97, Adrian played at G3 with Steve Vai, Eric Johnson, Joe Satriani. And Joe Satriani said that Adrian's the best acoustic player that he's ever seen and ever heard. So, you know, Joe Satriani's a pretty decent player on the electric guitar as well. I've done a video on Joe. So, you know, just Adrian, you just need to see his playing and hear his playing to see how amazing he is melodically and technically on this acoustic guitar. I'm just making it look so easy. All the top players will make what they do look easy. It's just until you pick up the guitar and you try and have a go at some of these phrases, you realize how ridiculously technically difficult it is. So Adrian, just fantastic technique, great melody as well, great sliding, hammer-ons, pull-offs, the right hand running bass line with the thumb, fingerstyle picking is all in there and executed perfectly throughout this whole composition. And all the time with Adrian's playing, he's got great double stops in there as well. Double stops are just when you play 2 strings at the same time simultaneously, and Adrian doing those bends, which unison bends as well he's got going on. So there's so much going on in Adrian's playing, and he just always takes it somewhere different, adds in something new. Thank you so much for suggesting this video for me to take a look at, and keep those suggestions coming in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Rock!